Look forward to the challenge of playing the 49ers. Heck of a football team. Kyle does a great job with, with the team, and he and Chris have that offense rolling right now, and their defense is one of the top defenses in the NFL, with Nick heading up the defense and special teams. Brian does a great job there on special teams. So, listen, they're well coached. They've got good players. I think both teams kind of know each other, and it should just be a heck of a game. With that, time's yours.
Coach, what is it about the Niners' defense that makes them so difficult to prepare for?
Yeah, so they got their defensive front starts with those guys, and then they've got all pro linebacker sitting right there. That's pretty good, along with their secondary. So they're well rounded, but it starts with the defensive front. Those guys, they set the tempo for their defense.
Andy, what are your plans for Clyde now that he's on the active list?
Yeah, we'll just see how that goes, and how it all works in. We got to look at everything on that. So, special teams, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll just. But he's good to go to practice. He knows what he's doing. He's feeling great, which is the most important thing. So.
You anticipate that he would play?
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
And is Super Bowl footage of any use at all at this stage, based on the timeline and things they're doing differently?
Yeah, I think both teams will look at that for sure. Yeah, you're going to look at everything. I mean, over the time that we've had against each other. I mean, along with the games we've already played and they've played. So you look at all of that.
Do you think there's any consciousness at all, the notion of a rematch, or not this just another regular season game?
Yeah, I think that comes from you guys, and then, but I think it's two good teams playing each other for sure. I mean, that's how I look at it.
How was a bye week for you and your coaching staff?
Yeah, it was good. It was good to step back for a second. For the players in particular, they got quite a bit of time off, and coaches got a little bit of time off, and it was good for everybody there.
And you've been through this long enough to know, what are the benefits of having an early bye when compared to like one that's, say, closer to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and we've normally had them a little 9th week or plus, somewhere in that area. Our schedule is crazy enough where you're going to get some days off, and it's important that you take advantage of those days. So that's what I would tell you. So it was good to get this one, and then how we handle the rest of the schedule is the important part. And when we have time, make sure you take the time, and for recovery purposes.
Andy, what do you attribute to? You guys had a lot of success under center against the Saints. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, we've done a little bit more of that this year, and it's just, listen, it's one more thing that we like to use, and we're able to use it a little bit more. I think the running backs love that part, obviously, but it's a good changeup. Yeah.
When you were going back during the bye, how did you feel about some of the pass protection, and then particularly at the left side? Just how you guys maybe do a little bit better there?
Yeah, listen, we've got young guys playing the left tackle. I mean, that's not a secret, and so it's important that we just continue to progress there and get better. We know there are going to be some hiccups, and we just got to keep getting better and better as we go. That's the important thing, and the guys are working hard, and so that's kind of where we're at with that.
Will Wanya start this week?
Yeah, Wanya will start. Yeah.
Coach, Brock Purdy's obviously had a very fine career to start here, and wasn't drafted by anybody. It's the very last pick of the draft. And he's kind of proven it over time. What do you see from him as he's gone through here, getting a couple years into this thing, where it seems to not be dropping off?
No, I think he's a heck of a player. I remember the head coach at Iowa State saying this guy changed the program around. And when you make a statement like that, and he's a good football coach, when you make a statement like that, that's bold, and it's we all see why he said it. He was right on with that. I mean, this kid's he's a heck of a football player.
What was just kind of your impression so far, just how much that Juju has kind of been able to kind of pick up where he was, in 2022 when he was with you guys?
Yeah, well, first of all, he's a veteran. He works hard and he's smart. So I think all of those kind of go into that. And Pat has trust in him. So, and we as coaches have trust in him, and we try to put him in good positions for his strengths and try to utilize those. And that's, I think all of those things kind of add up to production. But the main thing is he's kept himself in great shape and he's smart. He knows how to play the game.
You said when he got here that you watched last year and saw Reid doing a lot of the things that he had done the year before. Does that make him just a really good piece to have around when you do lose Reid?
Yeah, you and I have talked about it, Matt, but the guy opposite Kelce ends up being very important. That they know how to play the game and can kind of do similar things that Kelce can do. And it's if you can get that, then you've got something going offensively that way. So he did that before. Pringle did that beforehand. We've had guys in those spots that could do that. So it's that's a positive thing. Anyways, Juju's good with that. And yeah, they are similar things. They're doing similar things.
Andy Reid says Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs already have weapon that emulates Travis Kelce. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid is not worried about Travis Kelce's stats in the 2024 NFL season, as he believes there's another player who can fill in his shoes in Patrick Mahomes' offense. Travis Kelce may be the most prominent name among the Kansas City Chiefs pass catchers, but his connection with Patrick Mahomes hasn't been so strong at the start of the 2024 NFL season. Still, Andy Reid believes there's nothing to be worried about. Not only has the head coach shown full support every time he's been asked about the tight end, but Reid also believes the Chiefs already have a weapon that can make a similar impact on the field. Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, Reid claimed that player is none other than wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. The guy opposite Kelce ends up being very important. They know how to play the game and can kind of do similar things that Kelce can do. If you can get that, you've got something going offensively that way. The veteran wideout returned to Kansas City this season after leaving for the New England Patriots in 2023. Last time out, Smith-Schuster went off with 7 catches for 130 yards in the Chiefs' Week 5 over the Saints. Kelce trailed him with 9 receptions for 70 yards, but overall, Reid considers both are capable of making similar plays for Mahomes. So he, Smith-Schuster, did that before. Byron Pringle did that beforehand. We've had guys in those spots that could do that, Reid said, via Chiefs Wire. So that's a positive thing. Anyways, Juju is good with it, and there are similar things. They're doing similar things. Kelce's slow start with the Chiefs gave plenty to talk about in the opening weeks of the 2024 NFL season. The coach has constantly made it clear he didn't care about the stats, as he feels the tight end plays a key role in the offense even when the numbers don't suggest that. The 35-year-old didn't look worried in all these weeks either, even if his competitive nature sometimes makes him feel bad. But Kelce also admitted his chemistry with Mahomes may not be the same as in previous years. Defenses paying too much attention to Kelce prevents the quarterback from finding the tight end as much as they would like to, but it also allows Mahomes to find other pass catchers open. This has been the case in 2024. Kelce already had a big game in Week 4 and got even more involved in Week 5, where Smith-Schuster also raised his hand. On Sunday, the 49ers will present a huge test to the Chiefs' offense. Will Kelce and Smith-Schuster once again step up for Reid and Mahomes? Andy Reid eyes a young receiver ahead of the trade deadline, after Adams and Cooper are out of the equation. The Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for a significant move ahead of the NFL trade deadline, with injuries taking a toll this season. The team is eager to strengthen its roster by adding a new wide receiver. Reports indicate that head coach Andy Reid is actively searching for a young talent to enhance their offense. According to Nate Taylor from the Kansas City Sports Network, the Chiefs are trading for a receiver. It's going to be someone under 30. This focus on younger players suggests that the Chiefs want to inject fresh energy into their lineup, particularly to support star quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The wide receiver trade market has already seen some notable action this season. Davante Adams recently moved from the Las Vegas Raiders to the New York Jets for a third-round pick that could potentially escalate to a second-rounder. Similarly, Amari Cooper was traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Buffalo Bills, also for a third-round pick. These deals indicate that the Chiefs might not have to spend a fortune to land a talented receiver. Among the potential candidates, T. Higgins from the Cincinnati Bengals stands out as a dynamic option. He could bring a lot to the Chiefs' offense. Another intriguing possibility is Michael Pittman Jr. from the Indianapolis Colts, known for his strong hands and ability to make contested catches. Darnell Mooney from the Chicago Bears has also shown flashes of brilliance and could be a valuable addition. Additionally, Allen Lazard from the New York Jets could be on the Chiefs' radar. Lazard has proven to be a reliable target and could add depth to Kansas City's receiving core. As the Chiefs navigate the trade landscape, they're clearly looking to rebound from their recent challenges. Adding a new weapon for Mahomes could be just what they need to shift momentum in their favor. With Reid's track record, fans are hopeful that any new addition will seamlessly integrate into the existing system. While the details of any potential trades remain to be seen, the Chiefs are making it clear they're in the game to win. It ain't over till it's over, and the team is determined to keep pushing forward. As we await further developments, it's a thrilling time for Chiefs fans. With the promise of new talent on the horizon, Reid and Mahomes came to the defense of the 9-time Pro Bowler while speaking to reporters Wednesday. Both believe Kelce's slow start is a byproduct of their opponent's game plan to contain the tight end. I know people are saying that he's old, or whatever, has distractions and all this. The defenses don't think that, Reid said of Kelce. We have another receiver that plays opposite him that has a lot of yards and catches, and that's how this thing goes. Travis is fine. The receiver Reid is referring to his second-year pro Rashee Rice, who is off to a stellar start. Rice leads the team with 24 catches, 288 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Entering Week 4, Rice ranks first in the NFL with 24 catches. He's been more versatile this year. He's able to run more and more routes, and then the way he's able to catch the ball and make stuff happen after the catch.